Ready? Nadaglan ko na lang ito doon. Dagan, sir. Left. Dahil nasa Caloocan, ano lang sa pondo? Hindi ko markan.
Welcome to the webinar. Please stand by. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Start our session. So yesterday's class we are talking about a small introduction on SQL pool creation. Is it done, everyone? Is that SQL pool creation?
Excuse me, sir. I have a quick question on that. So while I'm installing that Azure and everything, at the end I've connected my SSMS to the server. So I've run that scripts that you gave me, the source tables. After running that, I got an error messages like N4 unique constraints are not supported, something like that. Do I have to change anything in this code?
Firstly, you have to run the script in Azure SQL data. You should not run in SQL pool. It's showing you to run the script in SQL database. Looks like you are running in the Synapse SQL pool. It won't work.
Oh, okay, that sounds good, sir. And okay, that's all it is. Thank you so much.
I'll show you the sample data connections anyway. Yeah. So what we did, yeah, fine. What we did yesterday, come on. Please take your mic. Yes, what we did yesterday class. Azure account is created, then Azure SQL server is created, then Azure SQL database created, Azure SQL pool created. What? Ravanti Tirumala, please. Sorry, friends. Sorry for the sound. I have to say sorry. I'll do. But let's continue. Our requirement. Let's understand. Yes, are we clear so far, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, everyone. Yesterday's journey.
Yes.
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 Okay, total 5 items, right? Isn't it? Now let's get into our actual class. Let's continue. Here we go. Our requirement. Let's understand slowly how to. Savanthi Tirumala, I'm confused. You said did not attend the class, today's class. Did not attend. You just started, right? Just started. Well, let's continue. So here we go. Well, so here we go. Our requirement. Let's stay tuned. Our requirement. Let's understand how to load data into the SQL. Okay, these are the 5 items from yesterday's class. And today, understanding the plan is important. Okay, let's do it carefully. Today, what we'll do, we'll understand how to create tables and how to load data into this Azure SQL. This is the first thing. Tomorrow, we'll understand limitation. Number 2, limitation with TSQL data imports. Okay, so here it is using TSQL. We'll understand the limitation. Tomorrow, we'll start with Azure Data Factory and data load into this Azure SQL pool using Data Factory from tomorrow. Later, by mid next week or later classes, we need to understand about limitations with ADM. Then comes data load into Azure SQL pool. Whatever SQL pool we created today, it will be there with us. We'll understand about Azure Synapse Analytics. We'll understand the next level data load. Do it carefully. These examples implement. Okay, say implement these examples in ADF as applicable and implement ADF examples in Synapse Analytics as of yes, we need to learn two things in parallel by mid of next. We'll take one scenario, understand how it is in data factory, how it is in Synapse Analytics. At the end comes the conclusion, the actual conclusion, when to use which. This is the actual plan. Let's start with transact SQL. How to create tables, how to load data into SQL pool using transact SQL. Understand the limitation. We'll do it soon. Hope you are ready with your observation notes, everyone, please. Yes, everyone, are with your observation notes? The school is start.
Yes, sir.
Yes, everyone, please.
Yeah.
Start now.
Yes.
Sabativ Ajit, do you hear me? Please respond. Please take your mic. Please, Sabativ Ajit, please take your mic.
I'm listening.
Yeah. Please. Fine. Well, let's continue. Let's get started. Let's understand. So I assume we are very, very new to our subject. Lovely, lengthy concept. Let's do it carefully. Lot of technical terms. We'll place them as and when required. I assume we are very new. Let's do it carefully. And if anyone aware of the concept or law already learned from somewhere, some other environment, please ask your question. Please, because our question should not distract others' concentration. That is also important for me. Comfort is required. First participant after the class. If required, we can provide the notes in advance for the relevant concepts based on your question. Let's continue. Let's go slowly step by step. So here is our journey. To start with, here is our journey. To go slowly step by step. Just going to start with table creations today. Few architecture concepts of the SQL pool we created yesterday. From there, we need to go for table creation. Transaction. Yes. And from there, we go for, sorry, here is the updated one. Yes, here we go. Go for table creation. From there, we go for data load to transact SQL. Identify the limitation. Needs for data factory. We need to understand something called as data factory pipeline from scratch. Understand few techniques, performance tuning techniques. Understand something called on-premise data and queue installation. Windows OS mandatory. Something called incremental load. There are three different types of incremental loads we need to learn. Something called data flow task and limitation. To address the limitation in data flow task, in data factory, we go for something called Synapse Analytics. There we need to have something else called Spark database, Spark pool, we call it. Understand upstep incremental loads in Spark and Synapse Analytics. Then comes optimization technique, and 14th chapter talks about comparison. Let's understand carefully one by one. We have audit monitoring exercise. Yesterday's class was chapter SQL pool creation. Today, let's understand the Synapse architecture. Here we go. I'll mail you the document anyway. Let's observe carefully. Yesterday's class, we got the server, database, and SQL pool. You remember? Everyone? Yes?
Yes. Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Let's start from there slowly, step by step. Yes, in your case, you will see one database, one pool. One database, one pool. Okay. Any name is fine. Once you get this connected, now I'll take you to file, open file. I'll mail you one .fpl file. I'll mail you one .fpl file just to save time and to concentrate more on the example. Table creation .fpl file will be 10. I'll write here. This particular file, this file should be executed. Okay. Each statement executed inside Azure SQL pool only. Regular database will not work. Regular database will not work. Only pool is required here. Why? Let's see. Where we are now. Yesterday's class, we learned how to create an Azure account. Back to my diagram of yesterday's class. We got one Azure account, Azure SQL server, database, pool, and command. Now, let's start with operation. Let's see how this. How I get the screen? How I get it? Once we connect file, open file. Aware of SQL server, just in case. Select the file, open. The file should be executed inside SQL pool only. How to install SQL pool? Highlight SQL pool on the left side. Highlight it first. Select it first. Then only go to file and select the file. Are we getting it, everyone? Highlight first, open next. Are we getting it, everyone, please?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, it has been responsive. No other new voice, right? Thank you, it has been responsive. No other new voice, please. Okay. It's not like that. You ask me some questions. I only listen. I don't answer. What's the fun in asking the question? Right? The same arrow mark, turn left to right. Please understand. Let's continue. You ask, I respond. I ask, you respond. Let's continue. Very simple and straight. Every point is an arrow mark now. Arrow mark means a new point for us for next step. You're all aware of SQL database. Regular on-premise database. Right? The prerequisite for this course. We're all aware of Microsoft SQL Server 2017 or higher, or 2016 or higher ones. Keeping that in mind, we got few important bullet points. Azure SQL pool or Azure GW we call, right? Yesterday's class, if you remember. This one, data warehouse. Yes, SQL pool is a warehouse, historical data. It is used to store data in the form of tables. Index is mandatory for every table. Store the data and to access the data. During the table creation itself, generally, during the table creation itself, we have to mention the index. If we don't mention, if we don't specify any index, then one clustered column store index is auto-created. Remember. What is column store index? First index that stores unique values of a column. Remember, we are not storing the row by row data here. It is column store data, column data. For example, your gender, my gender are same. Both of us are employees or a customer or stakeholder for a particular organization or a project. Our gender will not be stored separate. It's not like row by row stored. Our common data will be stored only once. It is called column store. We are going to practice. SQLDW does not support foreign keys. One of our participants, one of our friends was telling that they are getting an error while executing some script. And I said, you are executing the script in the SQL pool. No, executing SQL database. Yes, SQL database, regular SQL database supports foreign keys. Our SQL pool does not support foreign. Remember. No support for foreign keys. Microsoft says not required because you are already doing the data validation to the source OLT. We are in warehouse, BW. Not only on SQL pool, there are other data warehouses like Snowflake, Amazon Redshift. They also do not have direct support for foreign keys. Not required. Actual text, the cloud. Because the regular OLTP and ETL environments will take care of the validation. No extra burden when working with terabytes and petabytes of data. Does not support foreign keys, remember. Next. In case you are from database environment, like SQL database developer, or SQL database administration, we have few more points separately like secondary files, secondary data files, log files, other take it up. In case you are already into SQL database profession already, separate level of bullet points. We will park them separately. Next, no state restriction. You remember yesterday's class? Azure SQL database, no GP plan. SQLDW, no space is seen during creation. Did you identify it yesterday? Everyone, please, do you remember?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
SQL pool. It follows massively parallel processing. Remember. It follows massively parallel processing architecture. What is this massively parallel processing architecture? Very important thing. Assume a class. Okay, simple, straightforward understanding. Observe it. Assume a class of boys and girls. Let's go back to our screen. Yes, I used to sit mostly in fourth bench during my 10th standard. I remember. Partition based on gender. Boys on one side of the classroom, girls on other side of the classroom. That is partition. All boys made to sit one side of the class. Girls and others. Within us, within the boys partition, yes, the seating arrangement based on our roll number, or sometimes it may happen through grade, or sometimes it may happen through round robin. What is round robin? Whoever comes, enters the classroom first, go to the first bench. Or first three people, the first three students, first bench. Assume it's an English class, okay? We have a PT, physical training class, or games period, games class. And after a games class, assume we have an English class. Usually, English teachers will be strict, generally. psychology, okay? The same. I can tell that because I changed many things because of my father's transfer. Changed many North and South India. Now, English is very strict. Look to the back to put like that. Okay. What the people will do usually, whoever comes first, they slowly take their seat. First bench full, second bench, then third bench, then fourth bench. That is round robin, remember. So one round robin distribution within the girls partition, another round robin distribution within the boys. Yes. The classroom is the table we are going to create today. Classroom is the table we are going to create today and partition the table. Friends, are we getting the concept slowly? I'll wait. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So while creating the table in FPL places something special, really, okay? Observe very carefully. In MPP, what is MPP? Massively parallel processing architecture. This is a common architecture in Snowflake, Amazon Redshift, and our Azure SQL tools. Remember, the common architecture in Snowflake Data Warehouse, Snowflake Cloud, Amazon Redshift architecture, as well as Azure SQL. But script will be different, okay? Keywords will be different. Concept is same. Now, a criteria to physically divide the table data into multiple storage areas. In the way. Simply say physically divide the table data. Simple. Let's make it like gender. Distribution. Criteria to arrange the data within each partition. Like my roll number. So you would like to distribute the students based on roll number. Roll number 1 to 3, first bench, 4 to 6, second bench in this bench. Or roll number 1, first bench, roll number 2, second bench, roll number 3, third bench. It's a semester exam or some class tests. We usually have that one, right? Or roll number 1, first bench, roll number 2, last bench, they say. Isn't it? We used to have a number printed on the bench and we'll take our seat. Okay, remember our childhood distribution of seating. Yes, are we getting it?
Yes. Yes.
Same thing here. Nothing new. Nothing new. Let's observe here. Okay, now we need to have some technical understanding to start our practice in another book to create. Partition types. Range left, range right. What is this? Let's see the example. Distribution, round robin. Distribution, something called round robin. And I'll make it simple. Something called hash distribution. I'll get it explained. We'll do one by one slowly. And something else called duplicate. Okay? Just remember or by heart these keywords here. Two partitions like gender, male and female, here, right and left side. Distribution. We may distribute the students' seating based on roll number, based on grades, based on first come, first serve. Similarly, here we have round robin, hash, and distribution. Hash means a particular column, particular condition. Like for example, roll number 1 to 3, one partition. Is hash based on roll number. That's a meaning. First come, first serve, round robin. Right. With this information, now how to create table, how to store data. Let's understand. Very, very simple and okay. So for this purpose, what I will do is first let's talk about part. We'll take three different styles of examples. Few tables only with partition. Few tables only with distribution. Finally, partitions, distributions. Let's understand. Very new. Let's do it. Well, first, let's talk about something called a partition. Assume an employee table. Create the employee table. Okay, observe carefully. How to create table with partitioned storage. Okay, we'll do carefully. Same one. Create table name with, for example, I'll call it as EMP ID and EMP name, and for example EMP code, like while creating the table as usual until here it is regular sequence. For SQL pool with this partition, specify how you would like to divide the table data. Left means values up to equal to 10,000, one range. Or 10,000 1 to 20,000 next range. Same way. 20,000 to 30,000 third range, and so on. It continues. Observe carefully. So all values up to equal to first value, that is called range left. So total of 5 partition ranges. P1 up to 10,000. P2 10,001 to 20,000, so on. Observe there now. I'll wait. Next. Other one, range right. Right means up to but not equal to. Less than 10,000, one range. 10,000 and above. Up to but not equal to 20,000, second range. Means 19,999. Okay, so I'll just select and execute. Now here it is. Employee ID should be modified like this, right? ID should be specified correct. Same way, for example, I will take this column. We are going to understand how to load the data anyway, just in case. Range right and like this. Now this one, right? Employee ID in this. Regular script of 5 execute. What we are doing, we are understanding slowly the concept of partition. Range left, range right. Now, more interestingly, we have something called distribution. Let's understand how it is. Come on, what are the 3 different distribution types? Do you remember?
Cash, round robin.
First round robin. Okay. Default is round robin. Remember. In these 2 tables, I did not mention any distribution. It takes the default first one in your class notes, in your running notes. That is round robin distribution. Remember. Now, how to do those three distribution types? Well, here we go. Observe carefully. Create table name. Create table name. Make it simple and straight. ID, name and code. Distribution equal to round robin. What is round robin? For example, yes, from today, in next few minutes, if time permits today, if not tomorrow, we'll see how to load about some 30 crore rows. I'll provide the request. Some 30 crore rows have to be loaded. Very first example we'll do. See, 33 crore rows. It will take some time. Those rows would be internally switched into batch. We'll see how to control the batch row count also. We'll do. Number of rows per batch. First batch, one location. Second batch, next location. Third batch, next location. In this way. That is round robin. First come, first serve. Other option. While creating the table, hash. Assume, for example, most of the ETL or most of the operations, aggregations are based on the zip code. You would like to distribute the data based on the zip code. Observe carefully. Here what happens? Yes, in round robin, first come, first serve. Whoever students approach or enter the class are taken the first bench, then next bench, then next bench, etc. Here, based on a criteria. It is based on a specific condition like roll number. Here, based on some zip code. Create table name, ID name, zip code with distribution equal to hash. What does it say? Based on the uniqueness of these column values, data would be distributed. So here it is. All data, all table data pertaining to one or pertaining to one value, one zip code value is stored at one place like this. Or simply say the table data is distributed based on, simple term, distributed based on values, based on the distribution of values with the zip code. This one. Here it is. Next. What we are doing now? We are understanding something called partition and now something else called distribution in this. Next. Here we go. Come on, what's the other distribution type? Do you remember? What's the other distribution type? Replicate. Yes, let's see how it is. How to create replicate table. Remember, round robin means first come, first serve. Hash means based on the value of column, distribution takes place. Now, how to create replicate table? Create table name, ID, name, zip code like this. Distribution equal to replicate. Truly speaking, this is very rare. Simply the table data is duplicated, auto-replicated. It is going to increase the storage cost. In case when working with smaller tables, we have this option. When to use which distribution, leave it to me. By end of tomorrow's class, we need to get to conclusion. When to go for which partition, when to go for which distribution. Here it is. Select and execute. What we are doing now? We are understanding slowly how to create something called as table. SQL, Azure SQL server is ready yesterday. Then inside Azure SQL or SQL pool is ready. Now we are slowly understanding how to create tables. We created two different tables per partition. Here it is. Select. I'll just put this here. Yes, select, highlight, select, and execute. Make sure we are having it in SQL pool only. If required, double check. Make sure you are connected to SQL pool. Then, same way, other partition. Second partition. Now, first distribution. Round robin, first come, first serve. Same way, the second one. If it is on-premise environment, come on friends, who will take care of the distribution of data? Do you remember? Regular on-premise. What's the brain component of SQL service for regular on-premise data storage? Come on, please. Who is going to decide the best way to execute the query? Who is going to query optimizer? Yeah, query optimizer. Here, others, what happened? Please see to yourself. Here, there's something called control node. In on-premise, we need to have the architectural understanding of basics required. You should understand what is happening, who is doing what. Because we cannot keep on by harding the things, right? Just understand them. Their query optimizer, here there is something called control node. Remember, something new, control node. An internal component within DW SQL pool used to allocate the data. Allocate means partition, distribution of data. Remember the term control node. And there is something called compute node. Again, here compute nodes. Remember yesterday's class, there was something called DWC. Remember DW100C? Do you remember that? Did you observe it?
Yes, yes.
Yesterday's class, DW100C.
Yes, sir.
C means compute. It is the DW data warehouse resource used to perform computation. This is not internal. This is something we mentioned during DW creation. What's the minimum value? Minimum is 100 compute. Remember that yesterday's class. DW100C. Minimal price. So more the number of compute nodes, better performance. But control node to control the execution, to plan the distribution. Compute node to perform computation, means operation. Here it is. Yes, we are going to understand how to load the data, how to report the data, how to aggregate the data. All these activities, compute node will take care. Another important item, DMS, data movement service. Just by heart these three things. Data movement service. It is the data movement service. Service means generally communication. Communication path between control node, compute node, and storage. Generally, if it is regular local SQL server, we say thread. IO threads we call it. IO threads. Have you heard about it? Yes. Yes.
No.
IO thread. If not, please get SQL server architecture by this weekend, please. Please get into regular local SQL server architecture by this weekend. Please do it. In regular environment, we say thread, multi-threading, IO thread. Here we call it DMS. Easy understanding, comparative level. With this information, what we did so far, we created 2 partition tables, 3 distribution tables. Now, let's mix everything together. Okay, let's mix everything together. So for this purpose, what I'll do is, I'll make use of a different table, query number 6. How to implement partition and distribution together on a single table. And how many partitions? 2, right? Remember, left, right. How many distributions? 3.
3.
Robin?
Round robin, hash and run.
Hash means based on a particular column.
Volume.
A student seating based on roll number, based on grade, that is hash. Hash means conditional. Round robin, no condition. First come, first come. Duplicate, no condition. Duplicate the data. This is something like RAID we call. Redundant array. RAID mirror, auto mirror. Given a particular table, how to replicate it in local database environment? Any idea? We can plan our next step accordingly now based on the response. Come on, please. You are inserting some data into first table. We should auto insert the same data into second table. What we do in regular SQL?
Figure, sir.
Exactly. Here, happy now, right? Relax. Without any implementation of inserted, deleted memory tables, we are able to happily replicate. And are we getting the comparison learning now, everyone? Please, are we getting it? Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes.
There is no concept of triggers in SQL pool. Remember, whatever you can do using triggers in regular database, what we can do using triggers, replicate the data available, audit the data, we'll see next. Is also possible. Triggers can mainly do 2 important things: tracking, replicate. Both we can do in SQL pool without a trigger. Triggers are no longer supported. Friends, are we getting it now slowly, one by one, please? Are we getting the concept?
Yes.
Everyone?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Someone is no response by questions. Suddenly they have some questions. I'll give appropriate response. Please understand. No other option for how to control the question. See, you respond, I respond. Otherwise, we'll take it later. No worries. No rules, right? No rule for you to respond. No rule for you to respond. And Please understand. Continue. How to implement partition and distribution? Very simple and straight. Yes, all of a sudden, my screen has a bit lengthy table for our next scenario. We know Ola, right? We know Ola cab, right? Isn't you know Ola and other travel company? Same Ola cab. Same we have New York taxi. There is one company called New York taxi. Anyone from US? Still functional.
Yes, sir.
It is. At the time when I was in Redmond, I remember like there were a lot of but now has got into other areas actually. Now they are into production areas now. The New York taxi into production of spare parts for Mercedes and few other companies. As you can probably they left the travel. Now the New York taxi data sample, all data is given. It is from that particular small travel data from the company. Because later classes we are going to create something called Spark pool. Now it is SQL pool. Later something called Spark pool. We'll take the same scenario. Create table name. Some ID or something else. Okay, blah blah. You got some list of columns. Let it be. We are not caring about the business right now. Just the overall structure. Distribution equal to round robin. Clustered column store. What does it mean, please? Clustered column store. What does it mean? Come on, please.
Choose the unique column.
It's a primary column. Values in the column.
Unique column values will be indexed. Are we getting it, everyone?
Yes.
Unique column values will be indexed. Remember that. Now we have second column of the table top is second column, right? Something called medallion ID. It is a reference ID. It is a reference ID. Reference ID for that particular trip owner. Say I own a cab. Assume I am a cab driver. Assume for some time, nothing wrong. I am a cab driver. So I own the trip. So the number of trips I own, the number of trips I manage, those are taken or tracked under the medallion ID. That's how the data is actually given as a developer. Now, here is based on this medallion ID. Now, able to use total of the ID. Distributed first come first serve. And cluster column store, unique column value. Part. Now, what's more important? We are not inserting any data right now, right? We'll do it sometime. Regular insert into will work, okay? No change. Regular insert into will work. No problem. Our requirement. What I do? I'll take file in a separate document and make a difference. This is a New York taxi data. We import the data and yes, here you go. Our requirement. Let's create the table first where SQL pool DW. Okay, this is the extract with distribution, partition, and round robin. This. Now, here we go. I just make sure and distribution equal to round robin. Okay, something like here we go. Distribution equal to round robin and when I was telling earlier, right? When to use which distribution, when to use which partition, we need to get it by End of tomorrow's class. Hope you remember.
Please.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
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 Yes. And let's continue. Let's continue. So here we go. Our please wait. Okay, we are very new. We are writing our running notes. Then we are safe the correct class. See. Well, where we are set? We are creating a table. Please take your mic. Please take your mic. We are creating a table with multiple columns and distribution, partition, and clustered columns. Okay, table is ready. You can do regular insert into table name. It works, okay? No problem. Insert into table or simply insert without into. Both will work. Nothing new. With into, without into, both will work. No problem. Regular transfer. Now the question. How to load? Here it is. There are 4 different things to load the picture. It says when to go for which district, when to go for which partition. We need to decide it, right? That has to be decided based on this and by heart. 2 partitions you have to buy heart. 3 distributions you have to buy heart today. And what else? 4 data load type. I was showing you the curriculum 3 minutes back. I said something called polybase. There is something else called bulk insert. Something else called copy into. Just do 1 or 2 first. Then this decide when it should go for. Depends on the type of data load and also okay, let's not count our understanding. Let's be expert. So here it is. Let's stay tuned. Okay, hope you're writing your observation notes. 4 different load options. Let me show you today copy command. Something called copy command. Let me show you. Copy into the script table. Copy into script table from is the public URL given by Microsoft. You can use it without the public URL means no additional authentication required to access the data. You are practicing with field terminated and row terminated. Terminated with columns. Tab. Tab because here the source is TFC. Tab separated value. You need to work with something called CSV, column separated value, comma separated value, CSV, tab separated value, something else called JSON, AVRO, Parquet file, 1 by 1. Here, this data is it, tab separated value. In fact, the old way of doing it, older style, tab separated value. Then came something called Parquet file. Do that. Row terminator equal to new row. OX, OA, that is the row number. See. Yeah, almost see. Copy into trip from okay, with field terminator, row terminator, and form. Option is completely optional for description for easy monitoring. What we are doing now? We are loading the what we do next? Let's monitor the data. Arvindram, please. Please help me to concentrate on that class. Please, 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 please understand. I need to put my effort. Please understand. Where we are going. Yeah. So we got the table created. Now we are in step. During this data insert, like to know how many groups are. You would like to monitor the data import activity, then you simply from the I'll make it. What we are doing here, first part, table creation, then insert. Now, monitor. Firstly, basic table creation to practice. Then, data load. From which data load? Crores of data. It would take some time. But how do you monitor it? Yes, here it is. Tomorrow, we need to get this information. We need to understand something called DMS worker. Today I said DMS. You remember I said data movement service few minutes back. Yes, yes. From there we need to go for worker and other. Right now 5 crore 69 lakh 46,000 8 hours. The row per process. Again you execute. Earlier 5 crore, now we put it somewhere around 7 crore. Again you execute somewhere around 8 or 9 crore. Yes, that goes on and on. Right now 7 crore 19 lakh 79 crore. And with the number of sites. Drop down. Why we are learning all this today? Back. Yes, transact SQL way of creating the table, importing the data is really good. Free activity. We did not say anything exclusively for data load. Of course, BW storage and all is there, cost is there. But the data wallet parking service is there, right? Gathering the data and writing the data. We do not pay anything for the wallet parking. Service we do not pay anything. Parking fees is always there. Storage. But wallet parking service is free. Yes. No. I want more quality. It's okay, I'll pay for it. But I want more quality. I'll pay for it. Then comes the concept of ADP. The advantages of transaction import. Free, easy scheduling using jobs. Limitation, very slow. Manual refresh of audit query. Whatever query we are going to learn tomorrow, I have to execute it and manually get the output every time. From 14 crore, 14 lakh, 18,000. I want live monitoring. I want real-time report on my screen. I don't want to execute the query every now and then. There comes data factory and Synapse right now. So tomorrow's class will understand this query. We need to understand some architecture concepts like worker set. From there, we'll understand the need for data factory. We'll slowly start data factory. Again, when to use which distribution, note is with you, but we need to get it tomorrow. I just gave it ready-made, just in case, we'll do it tomorrow. So today what we learned? First 5 tables, 2 partition, 3 distribution. Then 1 more table with partition and distribution, table, script table, and understand how to insert it. What you'll do today? By heart the theory part. Please by heart the theory. Tomorrow we'll understand slowly the query, auditing query, and the need for data factory. Azure data factory comes tomorrow. Are we clear so far now? I'll wait. See, are we getting it? I'll wait. Amir, are we clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes.
Now let's
Hi,
by one.
it will be helpful if you can explain the hash once more to online
Sure.
number.
Surely, sure. Anyway, tomorrow and later at classes, we have those examples in line for data factory, for data load anyway. Let me one thing you know, you are aware of round robin, right? Isn't it? Round robin means first come, first serve. Are you clear?
Yep. Yep.
Now, assume a classroom once again. Whoever comes first are taking their seat. That is round robin. Now, teacher asks the students to arrange themselves based on roll number. Means that is called hash function. Any kind of criteria that is going to decide the storage, we call it as hash. Hash means technically condition. Hash means controlling the storage location based on condition. Are you getting it? No? Got some idea?
Yep.
Now, right. Now, tell me.
This will be on the top of partition. It will be on the top of partition you are doing, or because the partition when you do it, you split the data based on some ranges. So on the top you are doing hashing
within each partition. Distribution is always within each partition. Boys one side of the class arranged based on roll number. Girls other side of the class based on roll number. Partition first, distribution next. Today, next week, later next week, until the end of the year.
So in that case, the data, if it is already split in the partition, from 1 to 10,000, we have, let's say, hash A, and the same hash is in partition B. Because we are doing the distribution with a hash, is it not already the duplicate?
It's not the same data. We are first partitioning it, right? We are dividing based on one column, hash based on another column, right? So, here it is. This is the upside. Distribution equal to hash. Hash of, for example, data. Now see, observe it. Distribution column will be different. Partition column will be different. Please have a look at it now.
Okay. So within the same table, each column is being split into different.
Same classroom, gender-wise partition, roll number-wise seating. That's it. Got it now? My roll number is 1221. My sister roll number is 1222. But we are not sitting side by side because her gender is different, right? They have their own arrangement. You got it now? Within boys partition. Simple example. Others, are we clear now, everyone? Please, are we getting it? Partition. Distribution based on partition. That's it. Okay, please.
So can you please explain the replicate again?
Sure, sir. I'll do it tomorrow. Sure. We have examples lined up anyway. Okay. I'll do. Because in our next class, we'll do analytics, wherein we'll point one data table to one thread, other data replicated table to another thread. We'll do. I'll explain. Sure. Give me some time. I'll do it. Sure.
So should the syntax be in the same order like distribution
No,
first?
order may be different. Order may be different. No worries. It can be different. But the column store index is there, right? Always included at the end. Always. Okay.
But
Column store index is there. That won't be at the end.
yeah, but based on which column the index is stored, like for all the columns in the table?
Column store index means all columns of the table. That's the meaning. Unique columns of every table. Unique values of the columns. Columns. All columns. Okay. All columns of the table.
So, but for-
default, it creates clustered columns. Okay. So, do we need to mention that?
Not required actually. during the table creation, if you do not specify any index, it's not. I'm showing you both. One without any index, auto create. Other side, you create. It's a keyword. I just want to make you learn in possible options. What is now? We have both styles. You do it or you tell system to do it. Anything is.
Can you define what exactly clustered column means? I mean, is it different from a normal index? Or what is clustered?
I have that doubt.
It is same as you included index. You know included index? Included. Index that includes all columns of the query. Included.
That's why it's
I mean,
Then covering index?
it can be a covering index. See, covering index would be mostly taking the priority as included index, right? Isn't it? An included index will be a covering index for a query. Yes. To ensure covering index, we have columns for index. There is no separate syntax for a covering index. Covering index is a theoretical concept. Included index or covering index, they mean same. Whenever you create an included index, it can be a covering index.
Sure.
Here we say included index. Here we say column store index.
just cluster means because it's having index on all columns. That's the reason they call it.
Exactly. Yes, it's an index on all columns, controlling all columns. So it is controller. Correct.
Fine, I have one question. Hello.
Some cross
Hello.
questioning, right? Yeah. Please wait. Please mention your name. It's really different. Amir, please tell me, Amir. Please.
Yeah,
Please.
just after doing partitioning and the distribution of the table, how the table looks like physically. I mean, when we did the partition and distribution applied. Can you show me any tables after doing partition?
Very ready.
I mean, so we can identify that how we have distributed.
Yes. There are queries, there are, DMV, that dynamic management views we need to learn to identify how the partitioning, how the distribution is, on what columns partition happens, on what columns distribution happens. We have to verify through DMV. Dynamic management view.
So how we can check it? Where is that dynamic management?
I said we are going to understand it.
Okay.
We'll see one time. For example, there are few things here. Like this, we need to understand some more DMs. Dynamic management views will do the storage architecture.
Okay. And another quick question is, like you said, Azure SQL does not support the foreign keys. So how do we relate then the tables?
Why to relate the table?
I mean, for the joining purpose.
Joint relations are not mandatory. Joint relations are not mandatory. Really? You heard it right?
Then in a Snowflake, we have a Snowflake architecture. Then
Snowflake
then
also,
you know
there is no relation at all. Snowflake as well, there is no relation. Please check it. Even in Snowflake architecture also, it doesn't support foreign keys. Please check it. Even in Snowflake also the same concept. No support of foreign keys. Snowflake does not enforce foreign keys.
Okay.
Does not enforce them. Not required because we got data validation in OLTP. Either Snowflake or SQL, same concept. SQL full employee. See one thing, Amir. Okay, one thing. Let's put this way. It's not like then how? Not like that. Why? You are getting the data from OLTP environment, standard fact. In OLTP, you are maintaining the relations for the purpose of data integrity, isn't it?
Yes.
To ensure data integrity, you are already validating the data in OLTP. You just bring the data and aggregate the data here. We are doing aggregated data storage, not replicating the OLTP data here, okay? You got the point now. And aggregating and storing the data. So for aggregations, we can't expect normal forms to be implemented. Normal forms are for detailed data. Here we are doing aggregated data. Aggregate. Because source table may be 1 million rows. Your warehouse table may have only 1,000 rows. We are storing the aggregated data, okay? Not the actual business data as it is. What is it?
Yeah. Okay.
Even OLEP also, friends, everyone. In OLEP as well, OLTP support relations. OLEP no relations at all. If you don't know what is foreign key, then are we getting it, everyone? Relations are only for OLTP, nowhere else. Are we getting it, everyone? Please.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes. If anyone working on OLAP, either SAP Business Objects or Oracle BI or MS BI or Cosmos BI, anyway, you don't know what is foreign key. No. So we are going to revise, repeat today's class tomorrow. Then it is clear, everyone. But I want you to go through the notes carefully.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
We'll do it.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
See, make sure you
Yes, sir.
practice the
One question, sir.
Tell me, please. That's what. Yes.
What is the default partition types if we do not give right or left? Is there any?
Left is the default.
Thank you,
Left is
sir.
the default. And we are going to verify it actually tomorrow. I'll show you. You can verify it actually. You can go this way or connect your server, connect to the database. You created the table today, right? Simple and straight. Right click table property. You got it now? Right click table property. There we can verify the distribution. We can verify the partition. I'm showing you tomorrow anyway. Time did not permit me to do all the stuff. I'll show you tomorrow. Right click property. Just like a regular database. We can verify distribution, verify partition. Default is round robin distribution. Left part.
Thank you, sir.
Email sent to you. Thank you.
Mm.
I'll repeat tomorrow. But I understand. I'm very new to technology. I understand. But don't wait for my repetition. During the repetition tomorrow, I'm going to ask questions. My duty, and I want you to show up. Because my response to your questions depends on your response to my questions. Properties. This is round robin exercise. Getting it for everyone, right click table properties.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, we need. Yes. Partition. You don't see it. We have separate things. We'll see one time. Okay. Distribution.
I got your email, sir.
Fine. Please take your mail sent to everyone.
I got the email.
Yes. And after that, make sure you stop the pool. SQL pool is there, right? Stop meeting tomorrow. No questions, even if you any questions, please let me know one time. Please.
I saw it using the
Arvind, I'll double check your email address. Make sure that you pause the pool, okay? After creation, you pause the pool. Arvind, your email address is not there. Let me just check and get the information from out to you.
Okay.
Attendees are expected to mail. Attendees are to receive the mail. Please give me 5-10 minutes time. Attendees are to get the mail. Please give me 5-10 minutes time. Please. Yes. Thank you, friends. Meeting tomorrow. Revise the concept and continue for the next. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hello.
Thank you.
Hello, Sai.
Yeah, someone said, please tell me. Yes.
Yeah, so Sagar, I just want to ask one question. When we imported data from the TSV file, so at that moment, we need to check the same column should be present in while we creating a table. So when we create a table tree, so the TSV we need to check the column or column name, like how many columns. If there is a 30 columns and
Like Excel Writing Excel
Okay.
import, we have the table system, right? Table structure to be there. Yes.
Okay. So we have to treat like an CSV, right?
Something like yes, exactly.
Okay.
Sajid, please wait. Sajid, please wait. Sajid, please wait. Last question, please wait. Other any more questions, please?
Yeah, that's it. Thanks.
Sai, one question, like, I'm struggling a bit to understand like this SQL pool, right? So it's data warehouse. So if anyone wants to use data warehousing in Azure, they have to go with SQL pool, and that is connected with Synapse somehow. I am struggling with how it's connected to Synapse. Is it something?
I don't want you to stop your learning for your speech. We never use the term synapse. What you see on the screen, here on the left side, synapse on the right side. Don't go there.
Yes. That is why I just got confused when I was creating this.
Right. Just assume, for example, you are watching a movie. Why do you worry about the second half of the story after the interval? We are seeing the one by one.
Got it.
Take it, right? So story will be with you. We'll do one by one. Don't.
I'll not assume. I'll just because I was assuming like,
Oh, please. I understand. That's it. Give me 2 days time, brother. You'll get the information. 2 days time.
Sure.
Enough. Sure. Okay.
Fine.
One by one. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sir, can you also send us the answers for the effective statistics?
Oh, yeah, sure. Please mail me. Just mail me. I'll take and reply. Sure. I'll do one time. Mail me your answer. No message. Thank you, friends. Have a nice time. Please practice. Please follow the class carefully. Thank you very much. Have a nice time. Thank you. Please practice.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.